Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Quarterback on the keeper. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Oklahoma quarterbacks have been big factors in Heisman Trophy races, and they don't just do it with their arms.
No, and I tell you what, the offensive system, it seems like it changes over the years, but one thing is always consistent. They're going to feature. They're going to feature what the quarterback does well, and we've seen some freaks through the years. You mentioned Heisman trophies, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, but whoever it is always has a ton of success.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's right on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Now the play fake. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Takes the handoff. It's all Chuck. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
First down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He'll toss it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. The give to the fullback. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The corners are walked up tight. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Smashes through. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. With jet sweep pass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Give to the running back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
This crowd knows This defense needs them right now. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Dropping back, it's Howard. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and 1. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown Sooners. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this. Oh, he wants it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Afterburner's coming. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Rebels!
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Oh, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Agbana.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. It's going to catch a big fella.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Using his legs, it's Ncaa. Running with power. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Give to the big fullback. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off the play fake. Gets away. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's sharp. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Dances away from the heat. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got... Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner is stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. comes the Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Now on second down. They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lee. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Now on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got a lot of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback who should pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Ncaa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Gonna take a shot. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge... games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw it again. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
That keeps the score. Oklahoma 24, Ole Miss 14.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wide receiver shows motion. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Off play action. Looking for a huge play. He's got it at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up by 34 over the Coyotes. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Turns it on in midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 31, Ole Miss 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Starting to feel a little pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. What does he do? He gets in for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ncaa. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run the option. The expressway is wide open. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Calls his own number. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Buys a little extra time. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Try and play action. Scrambling away. Fights off a defender. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, going up top. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. On the option. Oh, look out, the ball's free. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. The offense coughs it up. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No Good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Well, it's been a day to forget if you're this kicker. After that miss, he's now only 1 for 4 in this game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Owens. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight. If you're the...
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
On third down, he drops to throw. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just getting the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W.